What's the plan? You get in there. I mean, because people are going to say, what can he do if he's in that position?
Well, the first thing you got to inspire people to come out, and you've got to go everywhere, and you got to challenge the left, and mainly you got to challenge them in our college and university campuses here in Texas, and in those urban population centers, and you have to show that you're relevant. I think it's important that we really do break Texas down because you said it's a big state. You got to have regional offices, and you got to keep your finger on the pulse all across the great state of Texas. You have to be there to immediately respond. Let me tell you something. When someone like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez comes to Texas, I'm going to be shadowing her. I don't want anyone to believe that they can come into Texas and they can say insidious, offensive, and insulting things like we're running concentration camps here in our state. And so that's what you do. You got to let them know that not in my house. And you've got to inspire people to go out there and say, you know what, I can stand up and I can fight back too. Because I think for whatever reason, Chad, we continue to have these Marquis de Quisenberry rules that we want to follow. But a Marine First Sergeant taught me a great lesson. He said, if you ever find yourself in a fair fight, it's all because your tactics suck. Okay. And so we can't sit around and think that we can, be reasonable and sit down and have a discussion with members of Antifa. No, we are in an ideological battle, and we've got to challenge them and go on the offense. And I think that's the important thing. And when you think about, like I said, those Hispanic and black communities, they're conservative in nature. We got to remind them of that. We got to go down to Cooney Homes in Houston, Texas, and say, do you know that the place that you live in, this government housing, was named after one of the first black chairmen of the Republican Party of Texas back in the late 1800s? And just smack them in the face with that truth. But we got to stay engaged with them. What's his name? Ron DeSantis in Florida. You know how he got over the top against Andrew Gillum there in that gubernatorial race? School choice. He took the issue of school choice into the black community, and 100,000 black women crossed over and voted for him.
Wow.
That made a difference.
Yeah.